we see the security landscape becoming significantly more challenging for them. We also look at the types of attacks that have evolved over the last several years, and what were somewhat simple and straightforward types of hacks to get information now leverage significant amounts of data that our customers have either within or through their customers, and that becomes an aspect that they can use for social engineering. And so the automation of those attacks, the simplicity by which criminal enterprises can create large-scale types of attacks to go after specific companies to gain information or to take money has increased substantially over the last several years. And I would say that the security landscape has evolved in that this has become a board-level concern for a lot of companies. What used to be something the IT person worried about is now on the minds of every member of the board, because companies who get attacked, who lose customers' data, see the damage in their brand, see the damage in their customers not feeling confident that they can use their business, all as part of the digital transformation of customers wanting to be able to access their services through cloud and internet-based technologies. Email for a long time has been kind of relegated to second-class citizenship within security discussions. I think for a lot of customers, it has become the lifeblood of how they communicate internally and with other companies. And until recently, we saw many people in the industry not giving email as an important aspect to where the security problems could occur. For Barracuda, since our inception, we've been focused on email security. We process 1 billion emails a day. We have over 60,000 customers who use our solutions to protect email. And we've seen that threat vector become significantly more used by attackers. And I think one of the reasons is that because it's so widely used, I think there's the classic spear-phishing, which really uses a mechanism by which to social engineer a specific individual, say somebody in accounting or somebody in sales, to send them some information to quickly establish a trust relationship, and then be able to extract from them information that will allow for the transfer of money to occur very quickly using email. The second type of attack is people use mock-ups of things that you would expect, maybe an Amazon gift card, maybe Office 365 notification. You think it's coming from Microsoft. By the way, please update your password, but they simulate who that URL is, and they simulate the website so that they can grab your credentials as part of that. And in grabbing your credentials, they're able to spear-phish from you important information to do an account takeover. So those are two important types of email attacks that we've seen evolve over the last several years. I think there's also the ability to gain access inside an environment so that you can get not just email credentials, but you can get credentials for servers. You can get credentials for where storage of data occurs, where credit cards are stored, using the same mechanisms to extricate information. And many, many times, email is that first vehicle that's used to extract that information, to fool that customer, to click that attachment that leads to a ransomware, that leads to that attack occurring more often. The complexity of the environment related to digital transformation. So as they invest in digital transformation, and every business uses digital transformation to engage from the very small to the very large, data becomes a core component of that business model, and being able to secure where that data exists, where those applications are, especially if I bring cloud into the conversation, is a very big threat and a challenge. The second is that there are too many options for customers to think about in terms of the items that need to be protected. The aspect of that makes it challenging is nobody has enough resources that can do all that's required to protect their security. I think there are three. Number one, I think it's very important that customers have a robust data protection and backup story. Assume that you're going to have some kind of disaster, and you've got to make sure that you can back up and restore the important data that you have. I think number two, you have to have the best and most advanced security solutions available that don't just protect at the gateway, but actually use advanced AI and machine learning to predict and detect and then remediate from those types of attacks. And Barracuda has a set of solutions that we've been offering for a very long time associated with that. And I think third, and very important, is to invest in the employees, to teach them to recognize and understand what types of attacks are coming in, and to use simulation to train them to recognize those issues. It's said that, in any company, it's only 4% of people who always click on the attacks.